impressions of this guitar is just quality, really. The action right out of the box is just low all the way up. It's got a brightness that really cuts through. You can tell it'll cut through the mix if you're sitting in like a rider's circle, like a little small group worship thing. It really kind of checks a lot of boxes. I love the look. It's got a very classic look, but it's not old-timey. You know, it's still kind of got that modern Taylor feel to it. And Taylor guitars are known for just quality and tone. When you think Taylor guitars, you don't really think of anything other than that. Just very practical guitars that are really nice, but have a standard of quality that when you pick up a Taylor, you know what you're going to get. There are other builders out there that you kind of can question, like, is this quality? Or you have to buy that one, try them all in the store, and find the good one out of the batch. But I've never really picked up a Taylor guitar that just didn't feel like a Taylor guitar. This guitar definitely has the same Taylor quality, especially from the Sitka Spruce top. With that soundboard on the top is really just, I mean, it's an industry standard for what Taylor does. So yeah, so the action, the neck, this is a maple neck with an ebony fretboard. It has the Sitka Spruce top, like I mentioned, and then the sides and back are layered walnut. And so it's a really good look, you know. Of course, you never play your guitar with the back to the crowd, but it's a really good look. Yeah, so the tone out of it is very well-rounded. Walnut's more known for a well-rounded tone. That's for the geek guys. The regular dudes like me, we're just going to look at it and say, hey, this guitar has a very balanced sound. It's bright, it cuts through. But yeah, and Taylor's been known historically for having just an overall very present sound, and that definitely is here. You know, when you're playing in a room, a smaller room, or on a stage, you want a guitar that you can feel and feel that its response, and they definitely maintain that with this guitar. So if this was in my guitar collection, this would definitely be a go-to for a rider guitar, and something that you could grab and go real quick if you're like, hey, you know, we need to go do a quick worship thing somewhere, small group of people. It would be something that you can grab and go, and it comes with a gig bag, so you could just zip it up in the gig bag, set it in the passenger seat, and off you go. But it doesn't sacrifice your tone and your quality. You have some guitars that are just like throw around guitars, like, oh, if this one gets tore up, it's fine, but it feels more precious than one of those. It's definitely something that, like I said, it just retains the Taylor quality. So if you need to do something where, you know, you have a fly gig, you know, it's something you could fly with. I wouldn't recommend using the included gig bag for that. But fly with it, and it would be something that you could take in scenarios if it was outdoor shows, that it wouldn't break the bank if something were to happen to it, but at the same time you would still get the quality that you want. I think I definitely would take this guitar out on the road with me. And again, it just having the solid quality of what a Taylor is in a package that, again, you know, if you're playing an outside show or a festival, you don't have to worry like, oh, a drop of water got on it, it's going to ruin this high-end tone wood. But again, the quality is so good and the tone is so consistent that you wouldn't be sacrificing anything. You'd just be protecting investments at that point. I think for recording this guitar, because of the tonal differences of the back and sides, it kind of brings it to more like this front porchy feel. You know, so it kind of has like an old school vibe while retaining that character. It still has kind of almost an older, kind of vintage boxier tone than some of the others. So if you get some of like it's kind of got that just raw, good sound. You know, it's not like this super deep tone. It's not like this focused in any one area, but it's kind of got like just a more of a raw tone. This guitar also is equipped with the expression system from Taylor. It has the bass, treble, and volume, and it has a different voice than a typical just plug and play like under saddle pickup. What I love about this guitar is they're specifically voiced to kind of work with sound systems that you would normally encounter. I mean, you can have some that have onboard preamps and have like external things that you plug into preamps and stuff. But what's really unique about the Taylor system is it actually is kind of voiced to be a very usable platform for different venues and different sound systems. So you can tweak it, has a lot of tweakability just for 3 knobs. It's really versatile. But where it shines is even if you play in a church that maybe their sound guy isn't the best sound guy in the world, right? And they're still kind of figuring some stuff out, by turning the low end down and increasing the high end, the treble, it will really just ring and cut through. So it's very true. And what's cool about it is this is not maybe the highest woods or the highest end of tone woods, but this is the standard Taylor pickup system. So it's the same system that's incorporated on all their guitars, but it's just versatile and it just sounds really clear. When you talk about the expression system, a lot of guys, when they first released it, I feel like they didn't understand so much what it was, like, or how it worked. But it's really just to have a really clear tone that cuts through the mix that represents the guitar tone well. This outfit is definitely, I'd say, jeans and t-shirt, jeans and your favorite restaurant t-shirt, maybe even sweatpants and an oversized tee or a hoodie. But this is definitely one of those comfort guitars, so it just screams comfort clothes. This guitar, if you think about what food this guitar makes you want to eat, I'm saying, you know the feeling when you're out swimming and it's hot, you get in the shade and you're like, man, this big old piece of pizza just hits the spot. Something about that post-swim pizza. This is a post-swim pizza guitar for sure. So this guitar comes in at around $900. I think for $900 you'd be hard-pressed to find a guitar that maintains the brand's quality as well. Everything about it just feels, sounds, looks, everything is Taylor, is the embodiment of what a Taylor is. So I think for this price you're not going to find a better, well-rounded guitar, and something that just tonally just works in multiple situations. And it's not going to break the bank. You know, you're going to have to refinance your house to buy this guitar. But it works and it just really sounds good. And I think the overall value versus quality of what you're getting is really well balanced. And I think if not, it's maybe even cheaper than what it's actually worth. So.